Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's good to talk to you guys again. Today I did this look and it is off of the Anastasia Beverly Hills artist palette, which has a bit of color in it, and I really like this palette. The only thing I didn't really like was the yellow, just because it was a little chalky, but I do understand that with colors like yellow, or say like a bright blue, or like, you know, any bright colors, they tend to get chalky. That's understandable completely. But overall the palette is very beautiful. It retails for $30. I got mine at Ulta. I don't know if Sephora carries them. I'm pretty sure they do. Obviously, how would they not? Anastasia's obviously website has them. I want to say Macy Impulse in Macy's has them. So you could purchase yours there. This palette this palette overall is very nice. It consists of 12 colors. You can dress it down, or you know, you could do pop-up colors. It doesn't matter. It still has some of your neutral colors in here, but overall it's like a really nice thing to see. Companies come out with bright colors because you often don't see that. But I really like this palette, and I hope you guys, if you guys purchase it, you guys enjoy it as well. I created this look today, and I'll zoom in so you guys can see. It has a bit of everything. It has the blue shade, the purple shade, the yellow, and the orangey kind. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm gonna stop rambling, as I ramble a lot. And yeah, thank you guys, and we'll get to the video, and I hope you guys like it. Thanks. Okay guys, so I'm starting off with a piece of tape, and I'm using tape just so I can get a much cleaner and sharper look. You don't always have to use it, and you don't have to use it if you don't want to. I just choose to. So I am gonna go in with my primer by Too Faced, and I'm using a Shawnee Cosmetics slanted brush. All the brushes that I use I will list in the description box down below, and I'm just placing that all over my eye as usual. And now I'm gonna go in with a white cream base. This just helps all the colors pop because they are colorful. So that's why I'm using a white base. And this one is actually from a dupe flash palette from Makeup Forever that I actually found on eBay that costs only $11, and it is exactly the same as the Makeup Forever, just way cheaper obviously, and does the exact same thing and has the exact same colors, just a different casing. So I will link down the website in the description bar. And I'm just putting that all over my eye with the same slanted brush. And I'm actually gonna go in with my Kat Von D Shade Plus Light Eye Contour palette, and I am putting that shadow, I am setting that shadow with a 224 blending brush. You don't have to use the same brush, and you don't have to use the same shadow as I do. You can use whatever white shadow works for you. And this will help blend all the other colors that I'm going to use, especially because they're more colorful looks. And now I'm going to go in with the Artist Palette by Anastasia, and I'm going to take Dusty Rose, and it's such a beautiful mauvey color, and I'm going to use that as my transition color. And I'm using a 224 blending brush, and I'm putting that a little bit above my crease, and I'm just blending as much as possible because you do not want any harsh lines. And yeah, and this clip was really long, so forgive me. I just didn't feel like going and cutting it because then I would have to go and cut everything else. So I just kind of, yeah, what I did was I sped up the video, but yeah, it's kind of long. But all I'm doing is blending, and you want to blend as much as possible as usual. And yeah, and as always, you don't have to use the same brush as I do. You can use whatever blending brush you have. I just love the MAC one. It's so good. I wish I had like 30 of these, but I don't. They're so expensive. And now I'm gonna go in with Punch Fuchsia, which is a very vibrant orchid. And all of the descriptions I'm getting are actually from the Anastasia website, and they're very helpful. So yeah. And what I'm going in with is a Real Techniques Essential Crease brush, and it's very, very small, so it gets into my crease really good. And I'm just building that color up. And I'm also gonna go in with my 217 blending brush to just blend everything out. And yeah, I actually placed that color underneath my transition color. And I'm gonna take Blue Velvet, and I'm gonna place that in my outer crease. And Blue Velvet is a beautiful intense navy. So with intense colors, like blue or black, you want to slowly intensify them by adding product little by little, because it's easier to blend out. So that's why I go back and forth and blend out, and then I go back in with product and blend out, because you know, it's easier to blend colors like black and blue when you slowly build them up. So I'm using the same Real Technique Essential Crease brush because it's very small, and I go into my other eye too, because sometimes they don't look as even. And actually my right lid, it tends to look a little bit bigger than my left lid, so I kind of have to try and even them out. But I'm just going in with a 217 brush and blending that Blue Velvet out. And I'm gonna take to intensify my lid, I'm using Urban Decay's Prep Spray and spraying that on a flat brush. The brush I have is one that came with my Urban Decay Naked palette too, so you don't have to use the same one. You can use whatever flat brush whatever flat brush you have will do. So dipping a wet brush into a color like Orange You Fancy, it will intensify the color and make it pop even more, especially because Orange You Fancy has shimmer in it, so it will make it pop more when your brush is wet. So that's why I do that. And then I took off the tape, and I just went back and I added more of that Orange You Fancy color, and I really like this color. In the description it actually says that it's a burnt orange, but I don't know, it's just a beautiful shimmery orange. And yeah, I'm just going back and forth and doing that. And then this is the palette that I was talking about. It's very affordable, it's only $11 if you want to use it. It's on cream base, but it's a really good palette. And I'm actually going in with a slanted brush from Shani Cosmetics, and I'm adding this to my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna go and set that with Fresh, which is a beautiful bright yellow. And I'm just packing that onto my lid. And yeah. And after that, I'm taking Blue Velvet and Punch Fuchsia with a flat brush, and I am smudging that underneath my lash line just to smoke it out a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that part, and I'm just making them even as much as possible. And then I'm gonna go in with Orange You Fancy, and I'm gonna add that to my inner corner just to give it a more pop and open my eyes a little bit more. And then I'm gonna go in with Buttery, and I'm gonna add that as my brow bone highlight in the inner corner again, and just blend that out a little bit just so it won't look so harsh. And as always, I'm gonna go in with my NYC liner. This is my favorite one. I bought this at K-Mart, I want to say. They also sell it at Walmart and Target, and it's cheap. It's only $2 or $3. So if you want to try it out, go ahead. It's always been my favorite. It's the only one that I used. Other than the Kat Von D, I want to say it's the Kat Von D I don't know. It's one of the Kat Von D liners, but it's really good. It's just a little pricey if you guys want to try that one out too. And I try to even them out as much as possible because sometimes one of them looks bigger than the other one or longer than the other one, so I have to go in and kind of fix them. And as always, I go in with my Too Faced mascara. You don't have to use this one either. You can use whatever you have. Because I don't wear false eyelashes, I do have to put a lot of coats of mascara. So it helps out. But here's the YouTube look, as always. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys can like and subscribe, I really appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch it.